Hi, welcome to GLab tutorials. Today we are discussing about installing Jenkins in Red Hat operating system. First let us go to AWS console. So this is my AWS console. I am launching an instance with Red Hat Linux 8 version for installing Jenkins. So make it as T2 micro and configuring the instance. The number of instances are 1 and we are using the default network VPC, and just add the storage, the basic 10 GB size which is default we are using, and just add a tag as name, and it's Jenkins server. So configure the security groups. So as SSH port 22 is for connecting to the operating system from the PuTTY or anything. So the other port which a request comes for our web request, it's 80 HTTP port. So that we are adding in our security rule, as well as we can add port custom port 8080. So by default, Jenkins comes with a port 8080. We are adding 8080 also, and we are reviewing and launching the instances using the key. And here the Jenkins server is initializing to get available state. So now our Jenkins server is running, and let's take the public IP and log in and install Jenkins in this Red Hat server. So log into your git bash ssh -i s.pem my key and ec2 user my public IP of the server which I'm going to install Jenkins. So log into the root. Once you are logging to a new system, as usual, you can just do an yum update so that it will get an update for the latest packages from the repo. The packages are getting updated. It takes a couple of minutes. So now almost it's getting updated. So now the yum update has been completed successfully. So now when if you see the prerequisite for Jenkins, we need like any Java version. So let me install Java version. The spelling is wrong. Java is getting installed. So now Java has been completed. Let's check Java hyphen version. So once this is done, so the usually the repo details uh, in Red Hat stores in cd slash etc ls. So mreposd, this is a file where our default repositories stores. So right now, if I try to install yum install Jenkins, it, it doesn't have any kind of repo from where it can pick. So for that, we need to download the particular repository and configure in this particular path. And then if you run yum install Jenkins, the Jenkins takes this package from this repo and get installs. So let's do that. So for that, we need to check whether wget is installed or not. So it's not yet installed. So wget is a webget where we download the package from here using the wget command. So if you see here, we have only four files. Now if we run, take this package and add to the mrepos.d jenkins.repo just using wget. So this is the command wget-o and this is a path. So now if you see, compare the difference, then now the new repo has been added. Earlier we have only four, now you can see one more file. So this is a place where the m install Jenkins takes the repo details from the package, and this is the actual package where we are getting. So now for this package, there's a key which we need to add using import the key using the rpm import. So now earlier when we have run yum install Jenkins, it shows that we are not able to get the package, and this is the error we got. This error we got. So now match of argument Jenkins found, but now we added in the repo. So now we can install Jenkins by using a command yum install Jenkins, and this Jenkins repo will be connected. You can see here installation one package is available. So now we are installing Jenkins. It's almost done. Yeah, now Jenkins installation is completed. So let me check the service. So how to system ctl service Jenkins. Sorry, uh, systemctl Jenkins and service. So now let's check the Jenkins service systemctl status Jenkins, and the Jenkins is inactive, and by using the start we can start the Jenkins service. Now let us see the status. So this is active and running, so we have like start, stop, and restart. So whenever a config file in the Jenkins information has been changed, then we need to do a restart by using systemctl restart Jenkins. So this restarts the Jenkins. So if you see in Jenkins, where we store Jenkins store the sys configuration of a Jenkins file is in cat/etc sys sysconfig Jenkins. So the file name is cat/etc sysconfig Jenkins. So here you can see the default information like workspace and the workspace information and the log information, all the information like Jenkins home path and Jenkins user and Jenkins installations, all this stuff, the port, Jenkins port, all are stored in this particular configuration file. So the workspace, as here we have given, we can, if we want to change, we need to change in the config and then restart, we can do that. So this is the where. So now let's go log into the UI and check the UI whether it is up or not. Take the public IP. So the port, default port is 8080. So now the Jenkins UI is up, and there will be an initial admin password stores in the server with this particular address. So let me log in to cat and take the initial password. Yeah, we are able to log into the initial password, and here we can set the admin password and the recommended install suggested plugins. So once we click on this, so here in Jenkins, yeah, all the softwares, which integrated softwares are called as a plugin. So this is how Jenkins manages through integrations through the plugins. So if you see, these are all the by default installed, by default suggestion plugins from the Jenkins. So Git branch, Subversion, Git, LDAP, and Gradle. So these are the plugins which it's getting installed, and our Jenkins version is 2.195. So it takes a couple of minutes to get installation done. Yeah, so now we can create for first our username and the password. So this is an admin password. So I have set and save and continue. And this is the URL for future reference to a link to Jenkins URL, and save and finish. So now our Jenkins is ready and start using Jenkins. So this is how we install Jenkins in Red Hat. In the next tutorial, we will go and walk through on Jenkins and how to integrate with GitHub. Thank you for watching this video.